From the city of Peaky Blinders, Birmingham, England, I would like to introduce you to Paddy Danda.
As the world becomes more automated and the robots take over, it's imperative that we build the right human skills for the future. So pull up a chair, grab a samosa or two, and make yourself very uncomfortable. As I've been talking to a number of guests and as I've been doing my own research into podcasting, I found that actually in the US, like everyone I talk to has got a podcast. Here in the UK, it feels like we're way behind in that respect, because I know plenty of good influencers who they've probably not even thought about having a podcast. And so would you say it is important, as you know, in terms of going forward? Because I've been hearing lots about how podcasting is becoming so popular. In fact, even some of the revenues from the ads, they say, are outstripping YouTube revenues for some people. But what would be your thoughts on that?
Well, one of the reasons why podcasts are so interesting is because it not only is it teaches so many things. The first thing it teaches is how to have a conversation about your business with strangers, which is just good for your sales. So getting really comfortable engaging with folks. What I've found is that it's got all these ancillary cursory benefits. For example, if I'm on a Zoom call, I've learned that nobody's going to refer me business. Like on these like speed networking events, never going to happen. No one is going to buy from me on these networking events. Never going to happen. Maybe if I'm there for like 6 months and I keep coming back, I'm like, hey, Brenda, for like the 9th time, maybe she'll be like, my cousin needs a website, But what they might do is be a guest on my show. Right. So I can have the conversation. And so the sale has become, hey, I have a show, because I don't even talk about that online marketing because I know they're not even going to buy. Like it's wasting my breath, because they wouldn't even remember the next time I talk to them that I do internet marketing. They're like, what do you do again? Like they can't, none of that is even registering. Right. And so a sale for me in speed networking is, hey, here's a link to my show. I did this interview with this dude named Leo Lakiti, who's a big tea guy. So they'll be like, what you drinking? I'm like, tea. Oh, by the way. So I find a segue to, send them a link to the show. And the other wild thing too is like, I will subscribe to anybody's channel on YouTube. No problem. Like I've got a YouTube channel. I will instantly support them. I will hop right on over. I will hit the subscribe button. I will like 9 of their videos. I will leave 4 comments instantly. Like I don't even know this person, right? No one does that. It's wild. I'll be like, I have a YouTube channel to show. I'm on episode 389. I'm spending a lot of time on it. They're like, that's nice. I'll send them a link to it, and just I'll look at my subscribe numbers. Like I'll do that to 12 people a day, and 0, not one of them does it. And so I don't know why people are this, but when they always talk about giver's gain or karma and that sort of stuff, it's so true. It's like it's just they have this opportunity to impress me and to do something, a really solid thing for me. I put it on a silver platter for them, and they just don't do it. It's that simple, And so what I'll do is I'll invite them as a guest to the show. And most people don't, but some do. And if I do a speed networking thing, I meet 6 people. I've got 2 guests out of it. And in my world, like I said, I'm not selling burgers here, So you really have to know who I am, trust me, trust my staff to even set up like a free consultation. People are freaked out about this free consultation. Just like, hey, we're just going to look at your stuff. It's, it's free, it's fine. Like I get told no all the time. It's not the end of the world. If you're like, okay, it's not the right time for like, okay.
It sounds like, podcasting is a real integral part of your strategy to be able to build that trust and get the word out there, as opposed to hoping to meet someone at a networking event and that turns into something. And I guess in terms of your business then, sounds like you've helped lots of people. What's some of the biggest successes that you've had?
We have a personal injury attorney who, like, as I mentioned before, his home is next to the coach of the Raiders, custom house. He's got 20 some employees now. We started with him. He had like 2, 3. And so he's absolutely exploded. He sat down with one of my coworkers. Her name is Shalee. Check her stuff out, ShaleeWanders.com. She's a travel blogger. She gets paid by small towns to come visit and write about them because she can get people out. She's got over 1 million views on TikTok, and she's a senior account manager. And she, what did she do? She sat down with Marcus, is his name, the client's name, and just walked him through Instagram. She's like, here's what it looks like. Here's how you do it, And he started doing it. And he had a case where one of these desert roof tiles, maybe you're familiar, they're U-shaped and they're very heavy. These things, when they fall off, they could kill a small kid. They are deadly weapons. Anyway, roof tile falls off, hurts some guy. And he just did a post about, I'm working on this case and here's what happened to my client. And 150,000 views later, like 4,000 likes later, he's building a following on Instagram. So it doesn't really matter what you do at the end of the day. If it's interesting content, is interesting content. Now we could talk about the psychological ramifications of that, like of an entire society, a global society that's obsessed with being interesting more than ever. It's like we're all running around trying to be the most charismatic person out there, whether that's funny or whatever. And as we flip through these algorithms, they tend towards the best content. And so it just seems like the entire universe is so interesting and so popular all the time, but it's not. We're just not seeing the 99% of content that never makes it, that gets 5 likes, that the algorithm does not provide preferential treatment to. So we're going to have to come to grips with that eventually as a species, but that's not going anywhere. Not our entire economy, but a larger and increasing percent of our economy is based on how charismatic and interesting you are. And, that's a lot of pressure to put on a generation, be popular, because if you're not, then you're going to struggle to live in the nice house and have the nice car. So either be incredibly popular, be incredibly smart, be both, But that being said, I just think technology is a miracle. I think it's a miracle what we've done over the last 20, 30 years. Absolutely incredible.
I'm probably a few years older than you, I'm assuming. So I've certainly seen, the days of no internet and that transition into internet. And now we're kind of going beyond Internet of Things and everything else that's on that horizon as well. So finally, Kellen, just to finish off, could you give us a couple of insights in terms of the future? Where do you see things going in the digital marketing space? What should we be caring about?
Well, I think that billboards are going to disappear. I think a lot of the ads that we see as we walk around are going to disappear, and they're going to be occupied by blank space, because AR is everything. People are going to, I think virtuality is interesting. I think residential real estate prices are going to continue to climb because the work from home revolution is in full swing. People want the 5-bedroom home because they want 2 offices, and because the home is the commercial space. And so, so I think home investments are a smart move. And then as we externally, go out to malls and those sorts of things, I think glasses are going to be ubiquitous, because there's just going to be that AR overlay. And it's not going to be the technology in the glasses. It's going to be the technology in your pocket that powers the technology in the glasses. So it's going to be Bluetooth enabled. And so they're going to be really sleek. They're going to look exactly like the glasses you're wearing, but they're going to have just as much data as you want. And then the more rich you are, the less ads you'll see on those glasses as you walk through life, but all blank space, the sky, everything will be ad space. And, and then it's going to be blood monitoring, like blood sugar monitoring. Like even right now, I was hanging out with a friend of mine, and she's like, it was Christmas and the kids were running around, and her watch is like, "Are you stressed?" Yeah, a little bit, heartbeat accelerate. But in regards to that's all futuristic, sort of fun to think about future stuff. But the practical next steps are, it's video production. You can get someone to write a blog for you, and that's fine. But I really think blogging in 2022 and beyond is taking what we just did here and embedding it on the website, and then just being super aggressive about reaching out to individuals to try to get them to like your show, because you can't just put it up on Spotify and expect something to happen. It's not going to happen. So it's literally emailing people. It's literally talking to your mom and your cousin and your whomever and just saying, hey, look, please like and comment on this stuff. Just do me a favor. I'm going to send you 20 links. If you would spend 3 minutes, would you please just spend 3 minutes, go through, hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment on this stuff. I just need traction, and just kind of get on your hands and knees. The same is true when a business starts. You just got to beg people and cry and, and just, bleed to get the ball rolling. Otherwise, those tires just never meet the.
Yeah, no, that just reminds me of my son who's 9, and he wanted me to set up a YouTube channel for him a couple of years ago. And every time he posts a video, he's like, "Oh, Dad, I want to get so many views." And I know he's not going to get them because nobody knows about it. It's not like he's going to do lots of SEO. So I'm there madly pinging all the people I know in the background, just as you mentioned, please just say, just put something on there, like it or whatever. And the next morning he wakes up, he goes, "Oh, Dad, I'm disappointed." I mean, what? I only got 60 views. I'm like, dude, that's like 60 people that I've just pinged and you're still
Yeah.
disappointed.
Oh yeah, that's father 101. Yeah, my 8-year-old daughter, she has a YouTube channel. We spent an entire month, a month we spent on a music video. It's hilarious. It's so funny. And like we did a green screen. I did multiple shots, multiple camera angles. We wrote the song together, auto-tuned it. Yeah, I'm so proud of it. It's got like 100 and some views and like 20 some likes. And I
Oh,
share it
wow.
with everybody.
Oh, wow. Oh, that sounds lovely. You'll have to send me the link on that one, Kellen.
Yeah,
I'll
sure. You
definitely
can check that one
like.
out. Yeah.
No, so Kellen, thank you so much for that time, and I really appreciate all of the insights today. It's been a great learning experience for me. I think there's lots of takeaways that I definitely need to, put into play. But yeah, no, thank you so much. And any future projects that you're working on that you'd like to give a shout out on?
Really, it's just tiktok.com/send it rising. I've decided to go all in. My sister is famous on TikTok. And so I've seen her success and how lucrative and fun and cool it can be. And so I do one a day. So check us out on TikTok.
Oh, fantastic. I'll be looking at that straight after this. So thank you so much once again.